We did a few videos before we started the reno, and that's the last of the ones you're going to see in the old kitchen. So this week is leak week. I hope you enjoy those. Welcome to Becoming a Cook. I'm Charlie Wetzel. Today I want to talk to you about cleaning leeks. Leeks are a really wonderful vegetable. They're good in stocks, they're good in soups. It's good as a vegetable, especially if you cream it with a heavy cream, which I'll show you in another video. A lot of people avoid them because they look a little bit odd. And if you read a recipe about leeks, they emphasize how you have to clean it properly. And that's really important because a leek has a lot of dirt and grit in it. I'm going to go ahead and clean these leeks. So the first thing I want to do is peel away some of this outer layer. The best leeks that you can get, you want to get the largest amount of white that you can. These don't have a ton, but they were the best that I could find in the store. This looks still a little bit beat up to me. I'm going to go ahead and pull that one off too. You can see the dirt here that was under those leaves. So the thing you've got to do with a leek, after you peel off this outer layer, is you need to cut it crossways. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it on my cutting board. I want this to be on the side, and it's going to be that way every other leaf. So I'm going to slice it through that. So I'm going to take my knife, and I'm going to try to find the midpoint, and then I just want to slice from that end. I'm keeping my hand above the knife. I'm keeping my thumb out of the way, and I just want to slice it through lengthwise. There's a squeaky leak. After I've done that, I want to leave this end on because it's going to hold it together. But if you look in here, I don't know if you can see all this dirt and grit. I guess one of the ways they get the white is I think they buried this deeper. So there's always dirt, and there's always dirt on the inside. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and start rinsing this. I want to pull back this and clean the dirt out of here and off both sides. So I'm just doing this under running water. I'm making sure that I don't have any dirt in here. There's some, even this far in. One of the things about this is when you cut this on the cutting board, sometimes you end up with a little dirt on the cutting board, so you might have to give that a wipe. Or you could use 2 cutting boards, but then that means cleaning 2 cutting boards, which I like to avoid if I can. All right, so same thing with this. I am just getting that dirt out of there. All right, before I clean the other ones, I'm going to show you what to do with this. This really dark green part of the leek you don't use. You use the white and the light green. There's kind of a line here where this goes from light to dark. I'm just going to put my knife here and give it a pull across that. Same thing here. And you notice I'm kind of going in a zigzag because that line, whatever direction that little line of change is, that's where I make the cut. This is pretty good. So I look at this one and I go, that's a little bit green. Maybe I should have cut that a little bit lower. So I've done that. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off this stem, and you can see. Once I do that, this is now free to fall apart. So you just have to be aware of that. One of the things you can do is you can leave that stem on there and start cutting it from the other end if you want it to hold together, if that makes it easier for you. So one of the reasons that we cut this dark part off is it's tough, so it's not very good to eat, and we want to use just the best parts of it. You'll notice that these are a little bit ragged, some of them. That's actually okay because when I cut them, I'm going to do finished edges on the tops anyway, so you won't have this ugly ragged edge in your finished leeks.